Okay, the next film on our list today is One Battle After Another. This was written and directed by one of our favorite directors, Paul Thomas Anderson. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Chase Infiniti, Regina Hall, Teyana Taylor, and others. Alana Haim, she was in there. There was lots of people in this. They were the main players. Synopsis says, when their evil enemy resurfaces after 16 years, a group of ex-revolutionaries reunite to rescue the daughter of one of their own. All right, kinda.
I put something like, Sean Penn gets massive boner and then gets gassed out.
For me, a lot of people have been saying it as well. Film of the year, one of the best films in years and all this. And others have been saying, nah, it's rubbish. But I'm firmly in that camp of one of the best films of the year. Absolutely fantastic. There's so much that I loved about this film. I love Paul Thomas Anderson. He's always been one of my favorite film directors of the last 20 years. We have a top 5 Paul Thomas Anderson article, which I will link down in the description below. So check that out on our website. I probably should add this to it at some point, but God knows what we'll take off. Maybe you can let us know in the comments which one we should take off and put this in. Or maybe, no, keep it as it is. One Battle After Another was rubbish. Let us know. That's all right. That's your opinion. But you're a huge Leonardo fan, so you must have enjoyed this.
I did. So this is such an interesting film because so much happens in this film. Even by the end, I know when we came out of the pictures, so much had happened over the course of the 2 hours, 50 minutes of the film or whatever it was, that like I'd forgotten things that had happened at the beginning of it.
You forgot about the boner.
I forgot about the boner. I mean, we talk about films that have scale, that are epic in their storytelling, their journey. This is certainly up there. It just covers so much stuff going on. And so many years and pathways and different things going on that, it is big, but not in a way that gets lost either.
No.
It certainly has a journey, has a continuation that you're following through that is just so fun. It is a thrill ride.
You can't take your eyes off it.
You can't take your eyes off it. It's incredibly funny. In a very like satirical,
well, it says
absurdist way,
black comedy.
And the set pieces for the action are brilliant, breathtaking stuff. You're just like, this is really good, and we kind of expect that. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson is a magnificent director. I think we all know by now how great a director he is. So you kind of expect that kind of quality from him. But Leo, fantastic. Sean Penn, one of the best things he's done in years.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely hilarious. Benicio del Toro, brilliant as always.
Oh, just chef's kiss. My favourite of them all was Chase Infiniti. I thought her role and performance was mesmerising, and she played it perfectly, that sort of Gen Z kind of, I'm dealing with all this bullshit from my parents' generation and everything that's going on, but I'm going to deal with it like a boss. I'm going to keep my shit together. A very great central hero for the film, because this is the big thing. You'd think, Leonardo DiCaprio is the hero of it, but really his whole thing is he just doesn't give up. He keeps going, but he never really gets anywhere. All he does is pick her up after she's already taken care of business. Mild spoiler there for anyone who hasn't seen it, but don't worry, it won't ruin this film, because there's, like Dave said, there's so much going on in it. Straight away, the political commentary is going on. You've got people in cages that have obviously come over the border, and they're being kept in an encampment. Then these revolutionaries bust in there. They free everybody. They tie up all the police and soldiers and government officials, one of which is Sean Penn. And straight away, you're getting this idea that with everything going on in America at the moment, with ICE and this, kind of fascistic idea of get rid of the foreigners out of our country, they're poisoning our blood. This is the kind of movie you want to see in times like this, because it's got a lot to say about that sort of stuff. Not overtly, it leaves it up to you to decide, where the chips fall, and obviously it is kind of fantastical because it's a Hollywood movie, so there's lots of crazy stuff in there, and it is a kind of an Odyssey adventure. But underneath all that, there's a very, very strong political statement where, you know, I found that it's like Paul Thomas Anderson saying to people, don't forget, these kind of people are out there. And not just the revolutionaries, but, you know, the Christmas adventurers and the black ops kind of government people that come and whisk you off the street and take you to some shady place and put you in a polythene decked room and threaten your life, you know. He's reminding us all that these people are out there. And very exciting stuff. Very nice way to wrap it up, though, like in a black comedy action thriller.
It was, and he did have a lot to say across all kinds of different parts. It is very succinct now in terms of obviously you got the Christmas Adventurers Club, which is like the KKK, the far right white supremacists,
Illuminati style people,
yeah, which
Nazis
are so funny.
It is.
You've got the kind of rioting on the streets with the kind of Latin elements. The army putting their own people in there to ignite the riots or allow the police to get involved.
Yeah.
All these elements going on. Then you've got this side thing of like, you know, they're this far left revolutionary kind of conspiratorial type of people who have their own secret network, but they have all these codes and rules about communication and all this, which is just absurd.
What time is it?
Exactly. So there's all these elements which will be very familiar when you're watching it to like the commonalities of the last 20 years, but also I think calling back a lot to like older revolutionary movements and stuff. You know, they're called the French 75.
Yeah.
Obviously alluding to World War II.
It never went into it in amazingly great detail, but there was enough there to totally give you the flavor of the ice cream. You know what I mean? And I just bloody loved it. I mean, Benicio del Toro as Sensei. What a performance.
Brilliant.
We're going to be talking about him again in a bit in the Phoenician Scheme, but more of a supporting role than a lead role in this one. But my God, he's like Willem Dafoe to me. Everything he's in, I'm just going to watch it because he's in it, because he's just great.
Yeah. Absolutely hilarious performance. And I think like the moment he comes on screen and starts, from that you're just like, this is hilarious. I mean, this is just every scene he's in from that moment onwards is like,
he's the guy you want on your side when you're in turmoil like that. Yeah. And then as it develops, like he's helping Leo out, but then as it develops, he's involved in this network himself of helping these people get into America and stuff. And it's like, what do they call it? Sanctuary City. And he's like a big kingpin and all that. So apparently that was his idea. He brought that to the table when when they were developing, and he said, how about Sensei is involved with all this? So I love the fact that Paul Thomas Anderson is open enough to take that kind of input from his players and say, yeah, let's go that way.
Let's do something,
Like you say, Sean Penn, role of a lifetime almost. I mean, he's done a lot of work. He was big in the 80s, kind of started to trail off a bit in the 90s, kind of been a bit obscure for a few years in terms of what he's done film-wise, but this was him back on form, wasn't it? Because, you know, he's playing a real piece of work here.
Oh, he's an absolute bastard. But in terms of, an actor coming along and going, I'm going to put everything I've got into this role and chew the scenery in every single scene I am in, it was just marvellous. His walk, his kind of facial expressions, everything about it was like, this is brilliant.
Absolutely.
From the absolutely hilarious dark comedy aspects to it, to the oh my God, you despicable human being elements of it. You covered the range.
Absolutely. But yeah, fantastic film, absolutely brilliant. For me, probably the film of the year. Whether it's an Oscar contender or anything else, I don't really care. I'm not sure about all of that anyway, but it was a damn fine film and an awesome film in Paul Thomas Anderson's canon. So it's a definite double thumbs up from me. Loved it.
Totally agree.
Thanks very much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. The best way to support this channel is by dropping us a like and subscribing. Other ways to support us include buying me a coffee and Patreon. This video was sponsored by funkytshirts.co.uk. Check out their website for a full range of awesome t-shirt designs. You can find all the links in the description.